You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke-ass haters. This female kitchen is bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
haters are already older than me, but y'all still talking shit. I'm a 9-year-old millionaire, and I be smoking dope, bitch. Shut your mouth before I smack you, auntie.
So hey everyone, G-Man here, the CEO of The Point TV. Sorry, entrepreneur, thought leader, hang on, influencer, YouTube ninja. I'm so confused about what title I should give myself for my 2-bit company. I mean, do you see people on LinkedIn or their website with the title of CEO when it's only them and maybe a partner in a very small business? Like me, I'm a one-man band. No employees, no VA, just me. Well, here's my researcher. Here's my lighting guy, the cameraman, and the editor. A team of highly skilled employees with me as the boss. So in essence, I am the boss and they are nothing. That makes me boss over nothing. Anywho, I am sure you've founded a small business, you finished uni, and now you have 50,000 paid likes on your social media page. You call yourself an influencer, and I'm not even sure who or what you are influencing. Well, clearly not me. You might teach me or provide me with great entertainment, but as far as influence, I mean, what does that even mean?
I didn't become the head of the company by being a good person.
You can tell your children they won't be having a Christmas this year.
And I know I won't have too many haters because why would a hater waste their time watching this? I know this is triggering you already. Would you like a safe space where your feelings won't get hurt? Well, I might just find you one. Right here. We all know you really aren't a CEO. Even you know it. Call yourself the founder, the owner, the director, but for the love of puppies, just stop calling yourself a CEO. Nothing screams amateur like glossy business cards and a 2-person team and CEO inscribed bolder and bigger than your name. To me, when somebody says that they're a CEO, they lose credibility. It's like the title is being used to impress other people.
Hi, how's it going? I'm actually the CEO. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up to the front. I forgot my black card.
It's very easy when you start a business to give yourself whatever title you want. I find it hilarious, if not a little sad, when some person who has a VA or uses Fiverr to do most if not all of their social media posts from a home office. Seriously, how can they refer to themselves as a CEO? But here's what your response is going to be to people like me. Haters are going to hate.
Haters are gonna hate.
Ooh. Now, of course, titles are necessary in the corporate world, but for a blogger or a speaker like myself, give me a break. But Gerald, I hear you say, what will I put on a form when I have to hand out business cards? But Gerald, what will I put on a form when I have to hand out business cards? Now, since entrepreneurship is trending, everyone from the 17-year-old who is trying to make a music app for your phone to Daniel Ek of Spotify is a CEO. That means it has now become really hard to distinguish the real players from the fake ones. So when someone introduces themselves that way to me, I just say, oh, and then go back to clipping my fingernails. That's because the title doesn't hold the same appeal it once did. Now, if you're going to take on the title of CEO, make sure that you have the proven track record of success with your company to support your role. Otherwise, you will be just looked down upon. I guess one of the downsides to using a title that is generally reserved for larger organisations is when someone gets the opinion that you are heading up a company many times larger than you really are, only to find out that you're simply self-employed. Chief of many hats is really what you are, so why not just call yourself COMH? CEO is a designation generally used by public corporations where they appoint the person that is ultimately responsible legally for all aspects of the business and has a fiduciary duty to the shareholders of that corporation. It is the executive officer appointed by the shareholder board to hold this specific office. You don't get to call yourself an entrepreneur, others do.
You can even get a business card and call yourself a CEO and give you a business card and say, man, I'm a CEO. But you know when you're a real CEO? When hundreds of other people call you a CEO.
But to be fair, nowadays you can just identify as anything you want.
Hi there, my name is Riley J. Dennis, and I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. Can't you tell just from looking at me what pronouns you should use for me?
It may come as a surprise to you, but I actually identify as a young black transgendered lesbian feminist. And don't even try to mock me, or I will call you out on hate speech. There are, of course, many reasons why you want to have the title as CEO, because smaller business like yours are trying to look bigger than what they really are. I take the CEO of a non-listed business with a pinch of salt. CEO sounds too pretentious and makes you sound small instead of big. The title itself isn't pretentious, only the person behind it is. Somehow the term Chief Executive Officer has cleverly been used by many small business owners to impress others with the fact that they run a company. Let's just make this clear. We all come from humble beginnings. I'm certainly not looking to tear down the efforts of the many industrious, entrepreneurial souls struggling to build a successful business venture from the ground up. Like this little 9-year-old entrepreneur called Little Tay.
This Little Tay, let me tell y'all something. This shit costs more to your rent. My toilet costs more to your rent. Everything in my bathroom costs more to your rent. And see, this is my closet. Everything here be designer. Gucci, Louis, Versace. And also, when I was 6 years old, I lived in Atlanta and I was broke as hell. But one day I woke up, I said to myself, I ain't gonna be broke no more. So I got up and I started working hard, moving bricks. And now we be living in the hills. See that view? Y'all don't have that view. And I be holding your mama's rent. This bag cost me a Lamborghini, and I work hard. So if y'all work hard, y'all can accomplish your dreams just like I did.
Also, this is not a personal attack aimed at anyone in particular, but rather a little advice that can hopefully save some of you an enormous amount of wasted effort and potential embarrassment while pursuing the path to industry domination. There are, of course, plenty of other respectable titles that can accurately reflect your position in or outside of a company without making you look silly to those who may ultimately play a role in your success or failure. Here's a thought. Do you even need a title? If you desperately need a title that implies status, try one that does the job without going too far over the top. Titles like founder, partner, or manager. They can all help define your role without having each of your emails suffer from the delete key or being laughed away by potential decision makers and investors.
You may not see it, but I'm trying to accomplish something, and you guys are preventing me from that. All y'all haters, I'm trying to accomplish my dreams. If you don't like me, just block me. I didn't do anything to you.
So what do you think? Is there any harm in calling yourself a CEO or an entrepreneur or a ninja, even though you're entitled to it? Or does it make you vomit a little in your mouth? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, why not? I'm a social media influencer, just like Elle.
A social media influencer.
And she has more subs and a pink eye. Now, go away and get some new business cards. I'm Gerald Pauschmann for The Point TV.